Well, hey guys, this is Jeff, and I'm back here with our preschool experience, lights, camera, action. And parents, before maybe you go away and make that cup of coffee you've been dying to have, you are going to be an important part of this experience for your child, because today we're going to be making a Bible story movie, and that means you need to do a little bit of recording with your kids. So you're going to need your phone or your tablet, something that has a video recorder on it. If your kids are anything like mine, they beg and they love to be on camera with you. They love it when you take their pictures. So they're going to love it if you've got your phone or your tablet waiting for them today. With that said, my preschool friends, hello, how are you doing? We are going to have so much fun today because, like you just heard me tell your parents, it is movie making time, and we are going to be making a Bible story movie today. Now, today's true Bible story is going to teach us something, and it's this: that my church helps me, and I help my church. Can you guys say that with me? My church helps me, and I help my church. That's true. My church does help me, and I do help my church. And your church helps you, and you can help your church too. In fact, that's what our memory verse from the Bible today is all about. Now, if you were with me last week, we started learning this verse last week. But if not, that's okay too. You can learn it right along with all of us today. Here we go. Carry one another's heavy burdens. And if you do, you will fulfill the law of Christ. And we find that in Galatians 6:2. Let's say that 2 more times together. Here we go. Carry one another heavy burdens. And if you do, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. One more time, guys. Here we go. Carry one another's heavy burdens. And if you do, you will fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that if you help people, you are doing exactly what Jesus teaches us to do in the Bible. And that's good news, isn't it? Now, in just a second, we need to make our Bible story movie, but I'm missing something in order to do that. I can't find our Bible anywhere. Kids, can you help me out? Can you put on your looking eyes? Maybe we'll do this kind of thing. Can you help me find my Bible? Tell me where it is. It's over to this side of me? Yeah, I thought so too. I've got my little stool right down here, but all I found here was our little elephant guy. Have you seen the Bible? He hasn't seen it anywhere. How about, it's behind me. Oh, okay, I looked there too because I've got this shelf behind me, but all I found here was our eagle. Have you seen the Bible? He's a flappy eagle, isn't he? He hasn't seen it either. It's to this side and behind me. It is there. Oh, good job, kids. Yeah, we found our Bible. That's great. Thank you for helping me out. You're such great helpers. And speaking of helpers, today's true Bible story is about some helpers who helped a man escape for some really mean people. All right, if you're ready to hear today's true Bible story, I want you to wiggle your fingers in the air and help me say our Bible special words. It's true, it's true. The Bible is true. Say it with me. It's true, it's true. The Bible is true. And I've got my Bible story marked with my nice red bookmark. And it's actually on the same page that last week's Bible story was. It's just the next part of it. All right, so parents, this is the time for you to have those cameras out. And kids, let's get ready to make our Bible movie for today. I'm going to put that down right there, and let's get started. Now, I'm going to give you some instructions in our Bible story of some things to act out. And when I do, I'm going to say lights, camera, action. And that's the time kids to start acting and parents to start filming. Here we go. Now, in the Bible, there is a book called Acts. And in the book of Acts, there was a man named Saul. We started hearing Saul's story last week. See, Saul did not like people who followed Jesus. If he found someone who followed Jesus, and we call those people Christians, he would arrest them and he would take them to jail. Now, when I say action, I want you to get an angry face like Saul, and I want you to say this: you're under arrest. Are you ready? Lights, camera, action. And cut. Nice work. Saul, though, if you heard us last week, did not stay mean. One day Jesus appeared to Saul as he was traveling along a road in a really bright light. And after that, Saul loved and he decided to follow Jesus. Now, instead of arresting Christians, Saul became a Christian. He traveled all over town and he told everybody the good news that Jesus is the Son of God. Now, when I say action, I want you to march like you're Saul marching around town and say, Jesus is the Son of God. Are you ready? Lights, camera, action. And cut. That was wonderful. Now, when people heard what Saul was saying, they were amazed and they were confused. Isn't that Saul? Didn't he used to arrest people for following Jesus? But now he is following Jesus? They were so surprised. They did not believe what was happening. Now, when I say action, I want you to make a surprise face. And I want you to say this: I can't believe it. Saul is following Jesus. That's a lot of words. Can you do it? Lights, camera, action. And cut. Great job. But not everyone believed that Jesus was the Son of God. And they didn't like Saul saying that he was. So there were some people who came up with a terrible plan to stop him. These mean people decided to catch Saul and hurt him so that he wouldn't talk about Jesus anymore. Actually, they decided to kill him. That's the worst thing you could do to someone. Well, day and night, these mean people were watching the city gates. They were waiting for Saul to leave the city so they could catch him and be super mean to him. Now, when I say action, I want you to pretend to look through some binoculars. And here's what I want you to say: we're going to find and catch you, Saul. Are you ready? Lights, camera, action. And cut. I see that you did great. Now, Saul found out about the mean people's plan. He had to escape, but how could he do it? He couldn't just leave through the city gates. The mean people would catch him and be mean to him. Now, fortunately, Saul had some friends, some helpers, who loved and followed Jesus too. So they came up with a plan. They took a rope and they tied it to a basket, a big basket. And Saul got into the basket and his friends lowered him out through the city wall all the way to the ground. And when Saul reached the ground, he ran away so those mean people could not catch him. Now, when I say action, I want you to pretend to lower that basket down the wall and say, "Run away, Saul, run away." Lights, camera, action. And cut. And that is a wrap. It's the end of our Bible story movie. Great job, kids. Now, in our story today, how did Saul escape from those mean people? That's right. Saul had helpers who helped lower him through the wall all the way to the ground. And thanks to the helpers, Saul was able to escape, and he was able to tell more and more and more and more people the good news that Jesus is the Son of God. Paul traveled all over to lots of different countries to tell people such good news. I'm so glad that Jesus gave Saul those helpers. But Jesus gives us helpers too. Now, I wonder who the helpers are that Jesus gives us. I know. It's the church. You see, this church, and I'm here at the church right now, it's not just this building. The church is the people in it who love and follow Jesus. Now, I'm going to act out some ways that the church can help you. See if you can guess what I'm doing. All right, I've got 3 of them. Here's the first one. Can you guess what this is? Yeah, it's praying. The people in our church can pray for you. They can ask God to help you. Oh, how about this one? Let's see, I need this guy. Oh, I tried to put his cape on my hand. That didn't work. And I need this guy right here. I love these guys. What am I doing? I'm playing. The people at church, they can play with you. And they can be your friends, and they can love you. Aww. All right, one more thing. What about this? What am I doing? I'm sharing with you. The people in our church, they can share with you. And they can give you all the things that you need. Jesus gave you a church full of people who can help you, but that is not all. Jesus says that you are a part of the church and that you can help people too. It's true. You can pray for people here in our church, like you can pray for your friends in your class, or you can pray if you know that maybe one of your teachers is sick. You can play with people here at church, especially with new people who come through our doors and are maybe a little scared to be in your class. And you can share with people here in church too. It's always more fun when we share our things together. Well, my church can help me, and I can help my church. And your church can help you, and you can help your church too. That is the end of our time today here at church, kids. I look forward to seeing you later this week. We're going to act out our Bible story again this week so that we remember it. And until then, know that God loves you very much. Bye, everybody.